Alrighty, folks. Let's talk about the 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Back-to-back years, but finally back in the Bay Area. There hasn't been a 49ers Cowboys playoff game in the Bay Area since 1994. The Cowboys haven't been to the NFC Championship since 1995. As a 49ers fan, I'm not incredibly worried about this matchup. I'm not. Maybe I shouldn't be so confident going into it, but I am. And here's why. For one, CMC versus the Cowboys defense is a beautiful matchup nightmare that I'm all in on. There's no reason that we shouldn't be running the ball this week 40 times between CMC, between Elijah Mitchell, between Jordan Mason, and maybe a couple from Brock Purdy, maybe 5-6 from Debo, maybe an end around from Ray. 40 times on the ground this week should happen. And I don't think Dallas has anybody to truly stop it. Their defense is very opportunistic, which I love. As a defensive coach in real life and a defensive player in my former life, go get those turnovers. So seeing with the way Dallas plays football, I'm a fan in that regard. I do not believe that they are capable of shutting down our run game. Brock Purdy, reason number 2. The disrespect of Brock Purdy is still out there tremendously. I know there's a lot of people that have recognized how good the kid is and have given him his flowers, and rightfully so. It's incredible to me that there's still a ton of people in the media and a ton of fans, and I think the reason why is that they don't watch 49ers games. They have no idea what they're saying. They have no idea what they're thinking, so I kind of give them like a 10% pass. Just 10%. But everybody that's on the haterade with Brock Purdy still is thinking, when is he going to have his rookie moments? And not just from the first drive or two from last week's wild card round matchup game, because he was throwing some passes. Maybe it's rain, maybe it's his nerves, maybe it's all of it. But as a Niner fan, I'm sitting here thinking, hello, Jimmy Garoppolo. We lived through the Jimmy Garoppolo era. Every single time that man threw the football, heart attack city. Every single time he dropped back for a pass, you gotta hold your breath. Because it might be a really good throw, or it might be the most WTF moment that you've ever seen in your entire life, and you're just like, why, Jimmy? Why are you doing this? Why? That's what you got from Jimmy Garoppolo every single week. Did we happen to win when Jimmy Garoppolo was our quarterback? Yes. It seems like all the planets were always forever aligned when he was in there. And you know, ESPN loves to, and all the sports networks, they love to go on that stat line that talked about Jimmy Garoppolo, being our most winningest quarterback in God knows how many years, which is, if you look at just that stat, yes, it's true. They were like, well, when Nick Mullins and CJ Beathard were in there, you guys didn't win. You didn't win at all. And I'm like, we also didn't have half of a roster either. For 2 years, plagued with injuries. It was horrible. So yeah, Nick Mullins and CJ, what are you supposed to do? We literally didn't have a soul out there. It's like 10% of the team that we have right now. For real. It was a nightmare. So yeah, we're not going to win. Of course we're not. When Jimmy has happened to grace us with his GQ face being our quarterback, we've been pretty healthy for the most part. And when we're at least pretty healthy, for the most part, we win game. That's how that works. So screw that stat. I would have loved to see what CJ Mullins' career, or CJ Beathard, did I say CJ Mullen? Nevertheless, Mullins and Beathard's career would look like if they were the quarterback in our offense with a healthy 49ers team around them. I think their careers would have been completely different. Maybe Brock Purdy-like. Maybe. I see a lot of Purdy in Beathard. That's for another day. Purdy right now, for our system, for all the mix of players that we have right now, it's perfect. So key number 2, Brock Purdy. Just keep doing what he does. We win that game. Period. I think our team's good enough to where if we did turn the ball over twice, we would still win that game. 3 times, I am losing all hope. If Purdy throws 2 interceptions, or we throw an interception and a fumble, something like that, some combo, I hope neither one happens. 0 turnovers, please. We can't beat ourselves. No turnovers, please. That's how the Cowboys beat us if we turn the ball over. Micah Parsons is going to get his, just like J.J. Watt got his. That's the one thing I love about Brock Purdy. He doesn't let the moment get too big for him. Game by game, it's day by day, it's brick by brick, it's play by play, it's throw by throw. You can tell he has a short-term memory. You can tell that he's so confident and calm, and cool, kind of Joe Cool, a little bit, very reminiscent. I feel like Brock's gonna have a Brock-like game. Throw for maybe between 200 and 250 yards, couple touchdowns, maybe a pick, probably scramble a few times. That's all we need you to do, bro. If you can do anything above that, fantastic. Getting Debo involved in the run game and the pass game, so Dallas has something to worry about. So Ayuk can go over the middle, so Kittle can go get open, so CMC can do exactly what he does. It's going to be a victory. It's going to be like a 34-20 49ers victory. That's my prediction for Dallas versus the Niners. Zeke is old. At least he runs like he's old for 2 or 3 yards a carry at absolute max. Tony Pollard's dangerous. He really is. They don't give him the ball enough for me to worry about him, though. Not in this game. CeeDee Lamb's good, but he's not DK or Devontae, so I'm not worried about him. Schultz, their tight end, he's good. He'll get 50, 60, maybe a touchdown. I could see CeeDee getting a touchdown, Dalton Schultz getting a touchdown, or Tony Pollard. 2 of the 3. That's it. Then some field goals. Maybe, if he gets his mind right, because he had a bad game. Did I see that he hadn't missed a kick all year, or hadn't missed an extra point all year, and then he missed 4, which is just wild. So hopefully he's still in his funk, but I would definitely take the Niners with the points this week. For sure. And then we'll see what we get in the NFC Championship. Rooting for the Giants, honestly. Tell me your thoughts down below. Who are you rooting for in the games this week? I'll talk to you after the game, for sure. And we'll talk all about what went down. Until then, peace. Burn it down!